Another big development in another case against former President Donald Trump. There are several, of course. The former president will be on criminal trial starting March 25th right here in New York City. The charges relate to alleged hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump has pleaded not guilty to all 34 counts in this case. For more on the political fallout here, we are joined by our chief elections and campaign correspondent, Robert Costa. Bob, good morning to you. I think the big question on everyone's mind is he should be out campaigning. Instead, he'll be required to be in the courtroom. How's that going to affect things?
Logistically, it affects everything. Starting March 25th, he will be required to be in the courtroom in Lower Manhattan. That trial on the hush money payments to Stormy Daniels expected to last about 6 weeks. That's complicating for Republicans nationwide who hope at that time Trump would be ramping up a possible general election fight with President Joe Biden. Instead, he'll be here in New York.
Now, we're supposed to get a verdict if it all goes according to plan in the civil fraud trial against him. What impact do you think that will have? And do you have any prediction on what's going to happen in that case today?
It's hard for almost all of us to follow this blizzard of legal challenges surrounding former President Trump. But according to sources close to Trump, it's this civil fraud trial, Gayle, more than anything, that really has his attention. He's on the edge of his seat because his business is on the line.
Yeah.
Hundreds of millions of dollars could be part of this ruling today. The scope of the penalty issued by Judge Gore and expected sometime later this afternoon. And that could stop the Trump businesses, the Trump company, from even functioning in New York.
Can we talk about the Fani Willis case? Were you going to...
No, yeah.
Who isn't talking about it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What do you make of that? I mean, on some level, she clearly wanted to defend her reputation. Not on some level, she wanted to. Most times when you hear these allegations, people stay silent. The fact that she walked into the courtroom, took the stand, and was very clear about where she stood, did that help or hurt this case? Or does it matter?
It only matters if she's dismissed from the case. If Judge McAfee decides to say she's not going to be part of it, that could really make it hard for this case to come to trial in Georgia before the election. But if this is just a storm for her, she moves forward with the prosecution in the coming months, and Trump will face sweeping charges along with his co-defendants about trying to overturn the election.
But he will certainly use what he saw in the courtroom yesterday from Fani Willis to
There's
make
the
his
legal
case
war
politically.
and the political war.
Yeah, they're saying
exactly.
a good day for Donald Trump. I don't know about that.
We'll see. As you say, if the judge says that there was no impropriety, it's not a good day.
Look, Republicans are still looking at having a nominee who's a felon if he's convicted in that hush money criminal trial. And so that's hard to say that's a good day politically.
And a meaningful number of people in polls have said if a conviction comes through, that could sway them.
And there are two federal trials as well, January 6th and classified records looming on the horizon.
Yeah.
All right, you'll be covering it all for us, Bob. Thank you very much.